right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Tonight, why sites like Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App could be putting your money at risk.
Summer officially arrives tomorrow. When we'll feel that summer sizzle. Plus, I'm tracking out our next chance for storms.
But first tonight, he used to throw parties for St. Louis teens. But after hearing 11 kids were shot at a downtown event, he wants to get back in the business.
After all these shootings, I was just like, okay, I need to get back in because I'm starting to see a difference.
How he thinks teens can stay safe.
Tonight, police are asking for your help to find those connected to that mass shooting inside a downtown office building early Sunday morning. Good evening, I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. Take a look at these photos. It shows young men, possibly teens, carrying guns into the building at 14th and Washington. We've learned a 17-year-old who was arrested immediately after the shooting and was later released to his mother. Police, though, now searching for more evidence against him to get more serious charges issued.
There's been a lot of talk about solutions to teen violence in St. Louis, like expanding rec center hours. But one man is taking a different approach, and he talked with our Brent Solomon tonight. Brent.
Well, you know, getting a handle on crime in our city, especially when it comes to youth, can be a community effort. That from a local promoter who lives downtown. He heard the gunshots.
I heard the shots. I say, dang, I was right again.
Local party promoter Darren Sills, better known as PETA, knew something was strange late Saturday night when he noticed teens in hoodies and ski masks gathering downtown. Moments later, a mass shooting here at 14th and Washington, claiming the life of 17-year-old Mikhail Moore.
What is it there for them to do? I can never get an answer.
He wants to see options that will keep youth occupied so they won't resort to crime. Moments after the weekend chaos, Mayor Tashara Jones announced the city will expand hours at recreation centers.
Is that what teens want to do? Do
No.
they want to hang out at a rec center?
No. Unless it got music, unless it's a draw. What do you want to see? You want to see rappers? I mean, you want to see 2K tournaments.
This week, PETA posted this on Instagram. This Saturday, I'm throwing a high school party for the teens. It's something he was once known for. This event in 2017 shows teens standing in long lines so they can gather. He wants to keep youth busy and change the way they think. He recalls a young person recently asking him if he could bring a gun inside of one of his events.
I got my mom a car. I brought my thumper. Is there any type of way I could bring it in? Like, I have it on me. You know I ain't finna shoot nobody. I'm like, use your common sense. You think I'm gonna let you bring that in here? Oh, you can put it up for me. I just don't want my car getting broken into.
You saw that?
Oh yeah, I saw it. It was crazy.
He believes it will take a community effort to bring about realistic solutions.
I think some of these businesses downtown need to contribute to some of these teen events to help us get them off the street. Let's get the bus states involved. Let's get the school buses involved. Let's have a checkpoint where we take them and bring them back.
As he searches for solutions, another idea he has is to find a local club in town, transform it into a spot for teenagers, have people volunteer their time to provide security. He also wants to partner with area judges to have young people who are offenders perform community service instead of being booked with automatic jail time. Ann.
Thank you, Brent. We return to the office building tonight where that shooting took place. The door is now locked. It has a lockbox on it. On Sunday, a tenant told 5 on Your Side the door was usually left unlocked for customers of businesses located inside the building. Here's a sobering statistic. So far in 2023, 40 minors have been shot in the city of St. Louis.
What's more, a majority of those victims were African Americans. Our Robert Townsend spent the day looking into that part of this story. He's live downtown. Robert.
Mike, the numbers are definitely disturbing. This month alone, 14 kids were shot in St. Louis, and all of them were black. Some were just 14 years old and murdered. Others, 10 years old, got their hands on a gun at home, accidentally shot themselves and died. Boys and girls in St. Louis who lost their lives too soon.
It's unreal, you hear me?
Daryl Moore's 17-year-old son is the latest victim. Mikhail Moore was shot and killed during a party at a downtown office building Sunday. 11 other teens were injured.
That's terrible, man. We got to do better as an adults, man. You know, and it's not just a black thing, it's a human thing, man.
The violence these children experienced last night is intolerable and unacceptable.
As of today, 40 children 17 years old or younger have been shot in St. Louis. 8 kids died by gunfire. 39 of the victims were black, 1 white.
Removing the guns out of their hand had to be priority number 1.
St. Louis NAACP President Adolphus Pruitt says parents who own guns must properly lock up their guns to prevent their children's accidental deaths. Pruitt also says the community must also crack down on illegal guns, getting into the hands of teens through drug dealing, gangs, and other black market means.
If we can't become effective and efficient in keeping guns out of the hands of kids, then we're really not going to do much in stopping the carnage that is happening.
Summer officially starts on Wednesday. Currently, the city has multiple programs in place, hoping to ensure a safe one for its teens.
We as a city, as a community, and as a region must offer our young people safe spaces before it escalates.
And listen to this, you guys. The average age of those children who died was just 14. We're live downtown. I'm Robert Townsend. 5 on your side.
We have breaking news we want to get to in North St. Louis County. This is westbound 270. It is closed in the area of West Florissant for a crash. Traffic is being diverted off the highway. It's undergoing a major renovation project already, and we'll bring you more on the crash and the latest on the closure as we get it. Right now, St. Louis police investigating 2 different deadly shootings that happened within blocks of each other. 2 people were shot this afternoon near Marcus and Leduc in North St. Louis. A 26-year-old man died. Another man was taken to the hospital. And within the hour, a 20-year-old man was shot in the head near Marcus and Labadie. He died at the scene. There's no word yet on a motive or arrests in either shooting. There's a change in venue for tomorrow's St. Charles County Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Big, very large crowds are expected at the Family Arena as they discuss a proposed massive housing development. Some neighbors and wildlife enthusiasts say it is too close to the Bush Wildlife Conservation Area. Our Laura Barczewski is here with their concerns. Laura.
Mike and Ann, not only are they concerned about the wildlife and what will happen to their rural neighborhoods, they're also concerned about added traffic on a small 2-lane road they feel is not paved to handle it.
Hear that? That's the sound of peace and quiet, and Nate Farabee says he wants to keep it that way in his very small neighborhood off Highway DD.
Me, as well as a lot of the other people that live out here, moved out here to get away from all the suburban sprawl that's been going on, and we like having the rural vibe.
And a new proposed development could take that away, bringing an additional 556 homes to only 356 acres of land right next to Bush Wildlife Conservation Area.
It's going to take away from the natural beauty of the area. There's a lot of wildlife out here that's going to negatively impact that.
The only way in and out is Highway DD.
That and the traffic is real bad. It seems almost at least once a week over in front of Frontier High School or the middle school. There's an accident at least once a week, and if there's another 3,000 people out here, it's just going to get so much more worse.
The traffic issue is something MoDOT and St. Charles County have studied in this area.
So they've identified there's a need for things like some turn lanes, some deceleration lanes and acceleration lanes. Eventually, Highway DD will be widened.
St. Charles County Planning and Zoning Director Robert Myers says the developers planned for 1.5 homes per acre while preserving 120 acres of trees and open space.
Our tree preservation ordinance requires a minimum number of trees that are preserved. And actually, they're proposing to preserve about double the minimum amount. In fact, they're proposing to preserve over 80 acres of mature tree stands as part of this development.
But Farabee still wants to keep the peace and quiet he lives for, and he feels there's a solution.
I understand population's growing, people need somewhere to live, but honestly, just sticking to like the 3-acre minimum lot size would be perfect.
The St. Charles Planning and Zoning Commission will be meeting at the Family Arena at 7 p.m. tomorrow, where people can voice their concerns on the record. If you can't make it tomorrow, this won't be the last opportunity to speak in person. You can also send a letter or an email. We'll have info on how to do that on KSDK.com.
Right now, there's a huge hole on a South City street. A sinkhole formed on Nashville Avenue in Dogtown over the weekend.
It seems like it could swallow a good-sized car. If somebody was driving down or kids playing in the street, it could just collapse out from under them. You never know when this could happen again.
This is video of water spewing from the street over the weekend. MSD believes a water main break nearby caused the sewer pipe to erode, causing the road to collapse. Crews are installing a new pipe. The work is expected to be finished by Thursday. And this comes as the city is dealing with multiple water main breaks. The Board of Aldermen is now considering a historic 44% water rate increase to pay for the aging infrastructure. The bill still needs one more vote before it goes to the mayor's desk.
Nearly a year after it was damaged by historic flash flooding, the Heman Park Pool is finally reopening in University City. Starting Saturday, it'll be open daily from noon until 6. The pool was heavily damaged during last July's historic flooding. Repairs cost $760,000. That money paid for new electrical work, fencing, and pool pumps.
He was out thousands of dollars after thieves accessed his PayPal account. That's until the I-Team got involved.
Very much appreciative. I mean, I've seen you guys work in magic before.
Tonight, steps to secure your money.
I hope it doesn't happen to anybody else. Unfortunately, I think criminal minds never stop.
The summer solstice arrives in just hours from now with average temperatures. Then the heat and humidity builds this weekend, plus fueling that chance of thunderstorms.